In 3, 2, 1. I'm back out here in the Low Country, Beaufort County Media Day, talking with head coach Mark Clifford of Beaufort Academy. Coach, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. A new season. Everybody starts off 0-0. What's the thing that you are looking forward the most to this new season?
Well, it's just pretty much a new team. Every year is a new team. Every year is a new team. We got some starters coming back. We lost a lot of seniors. Um, so that's kind of a good thing because we don't have many seniors right now. So we're a young team, but we have some starters back. So we're okay, and we're working on our fundamentals and hadn't done a whole lot of team stuff yet. I guess we've had 9, 10 practices. Today will be number 10. So
Absolutely.
just getting back to football and getting a tight group together. And
How have your numbers been with your senior class being so low?
we're right at 25.
Okay.
Which is kind of where we've been hanging. Even when we were 8-man ball, we kind of hung around 25. So
Absolutely.
so
And
we're used to it. Practice
have you
wise.
started school yet?
Today's our first day, so I
Okay,
wasn't
so
able to. I was going to bring my seniors with a few of my senior starters with me, but they had to get in school. Beaufort
absolutely.
Academy, academics first, Bubba.
Absolutely. Academics should be first in every school.
That's
We
it.
understand
That's
sometimes
it.
that may not be the
But,
case,
yeah,
but
and I've never taken. Even when I was at Beaufort, I had never took a kid out of a class to even when we go to the elementary schools and read and all that stuff. And
mhm,
they never missed a crash home. So I'm kind of proud of that and always been number one.
absolutely. So coming into the year, I know when you have a youthful team, the like you said, the good thing is that maybe next year you're going to get a large number back.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one thing that you think is the biggest hurdle, the biggest issue when you're dealing with such a young team?
Well, it takes a while. Even in our offense, it's such a pay attention to detail thing that sometimes it takes for instance, to run the trap takes a couple of years to learn how to do that
Absolutely.
effectively and perfectly. And it just takes it takes some. That's the challenge is just teaching them. I mean, we're hitting now, and
Mm-hmm.
we're doing our fundamentals, and we're learning how to tackle, we're learning how to block, but really learning the detail stuff that we have to do offensively, defensively is a challenge. And then we might not be ready game one, game two. We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna be vanilla, but as the season goes on, I think this team will get better.
Absolutely. Now, is this your first year 11 man or is this
Second year.
Second year. Okay.
Second.
So, what do you think is going to be an advantage of now not, now you're a year into 11 man as opposed to 8 man, with your team and kind of getting ready for that different challenge?
You're nothing. I mean, I mean, football's football. That's what I learned from that. I was 8-man was a good way to train them.
Mm-hmm.
You got to run an 8-man. You got to pursue an 8-man.
Absolutely.
So we got a lot of kids off that team. That's why. But I never really said anything about going to 11-man football. Football's football.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so um, it's
Looking forward, it is. I get
it was
you.
a lot harder going to 8-man from 11 than it was going from
I
8-man
bet.
to 11.
All of a sudden, there's a lot more field out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Those guys are running.
It was fun though. It was fun.
Many guys, most of your guys are going both ways, or how are you trying to mitigate? Trying to
We're
get more
getting in
guys.
shape. We're trying to get in shape right now. We've been going in the morning. Today's first day of school, so we're gonna have to deal with the heat this afternoon. And we're not bad depth. We only got 25, but we got a good group, and we're getting and we're starting to find players every day in practice, cross training a lot of kids.
Absolutely.
You know, cross training a lot of kids. Get offensive line gonna have to play defensive line, linebackers. Everybody goes both ways.
Gotcha. This has always been a something I've thought about in coaching. People always say it's difficult for receivers and DBs to flip and do both at one time, but I really think having to collide play after play in the trenches is really probably one of the most difficult physical things to do on the football field, and a lot more risk involved, because at the end of the day, if those guys miss if they take a mental break, somebody's
You got to have your depth. You got to
Absolutely.
have your depth. You got to have, you got to put your best out there, but you got to, you can't lose much, or those good teams we play, you're gonna find your weakness. So
Absolutely.
it was my other 35 years or whatever. We always went. I was always in a two platoon situation, and at Beaufort Academy, the first time I've ever gone, used kids both ways. So it's new to me. So I'm
Absolutely.
learning still every day.
Absolutely. Well, here's wishing you all the health and success this year, Coach. I appreciate you joining me. Coach Mark Clifford, Beaufort Academy.
All right.
You have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back soon. Beaufort County Media Day. That was just Beaufort Academy. We'll have a lot more coming from here. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you.